ice cream went wet. Well, Susie, the culprit isn't foreigners, it's global warming. Yeah. Meet Mr. Sunbeam. He comes all the way from the sun to visit Earth.
Just popping in to brighten your day. La 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 la. And now I'll be on my way.
Not so fast, Sunbeam. We're greenhouse gases. You ain't going nowhere. Pretty soon, Earth is chock full of sunbeams. They're rotting corpses eating our atmosphere.
How do we get rid of the greenhouse gases?
Fortunately, our handsomest politicians came up with a cheap, last-minute way to combat global warming. Ever since 2063, we simply drop a giant ice cube into the ocean every now and then.
Just like Daddy was going to drink every morning. Blip, blip, blip.
Well, as you can see, lads and lasses, this is no laughing matter. You may notice that there's a serious issue going on, but how serious is it? I'll tell you how serious it is. It's so serious that Wikipedia has a page. Climate change is a change in the statistical distribution. You don't give a crap about that. You couldn't care about these big fancy words. You don't want to know about all these bullet points right here. You just want to know what it means to you. And that's why we're going to borrow from the wise words of Kendall Holly. Global warming has an effect on every person on Earth. Life is sustainable on this planet only because of its perfectly balanced climate. If the average temperature of our planet were to shift by a mere 6 degrees in less than a century, it would throw off the perfect balance, causing natural disasters and mass extinction. Though it may not be noticeable now, the climate is changing. According to National Geographic, humans have increased the amount of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, the most dominant greenhouse gas, by more than a third since the Industrial Revolution. Because of the amount of greenhouse gases being released into our atmosphere daily, the Earth's climate is changing at a rapid rate. Our planet needs to be controlled and monitored by a global environmental committee in order to stabilize the greenhouse gases that contribute to the rapidly changing climate. So, what the devil are the greenhouse gases? Well, these are atmospheric gases that contribute to the greenhouse effect by absorbing the infrared radiation produced by solar warming of the Earth's surface. Greenhouse gases occur naturally in the atmosphere. However, elevated levels of carbon dioxide and methane that have been measured in recent decades are directly related to human activities such as the burning of fossil fuels and the deforestation of tropical forests. There are 5 main types of greenhouse gases. Carbon dioxide makes up 56%, methane 18%, CFCs or chlorofluorocarbons, they're 13%, ozone 7%, nitrous oxide 6%. No laughing matter. All of these gases contribute to the greenhouse effect. Oh, look at the pretty picture. Look at the sun there with the oncoming solar radiation. Look at it re-radiated back to the surface, and then absorbed by the atmosphere, re-radiated out to space. Oh, how pretty. Look at the blue. Just look at the blue. But isn't temperature change normal? Yes. However, for the amount of time that the climate has been changing compared to how much change has taken place is faster than previous times. According to the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, otherwise known as the IPCC, the global surface temperature has increased by about 1.3 degrees Fahrenheit in the past 100 years. And if it were to continue at this rate that it is currently at, the expected global surface temperature rise is somewhere from 2 to 11.5 degrees in the 21st century. If the climate were to stay low, the planet would not be affected. But if the temperature were to climb 11.5 degrees higher, the results would be fatal. However, global warming is not an easy problem to solve. Our main concern in fixing global warming is how expensive it would be. Cha-ching! Fully taking action on the global warming has the potential to shrink the global economy by 20% and to cause economic and social disruption on a par with World Wars I and II and the Great Depression, according to a report by economist Nicholas Stern. So, is it worth it, ladies and gentlemen? Well, in our society today, the burning of fossil fuels is necessary in many cases, because the world is slowly becoming subject to globalization, which encourages consumption. Increased deforestation, transportation, and polluting industries have become a part of our normal expanding world. To prevent these, the world trade grows, but more factories join the global supply chain, and trees are cut to meet the rising consumer demands. Increased pollution is often the price. Pollution, at first, is a local problem that is affecting you. Pollution slowly is absorbed into the atmosphere, spreading to other parts of the globe. As the nations grow closer, the earth is continuously sacrificed for the betterment of society. If globalization continues, well, some type of moderation, I tell you, lads and lassies. Less fresh water will be available because of the melting ice caps. Sea levels are expected to rise between 7 and 23 inches. Ecosystems will change, causing many species of animals to die off, and large-scale natural disasters will occur. What can be done? If leaders were selected from every country to become part of a global committee to control the amount of greenhouse gases put off per person, there would be some control on the total emissions. This committee could also organise projects to increase gas absorption and work to slow down the current effects of globalisation. For example, increasing forestation. Through forestation, the world could reverse the damage done to it and increase the amount of carbon dioxide absorption. Loving the spelling mistake. Improve energy efficiency. Through the more efficient and eco-friendly methods of producing energy, the world and its inhabitants will benefit from the increase in energy options and the prolonged life of Earth. Everyone will be able to breathe cleaner air, live in a healthier environment, and increase the life of planet Earth, because global warming affects everyone, even you. So I hope today some of this has been somewhat worthwhile to you. I hope you learned something along the way. It wasn't all just pretty pictures. It wasn't all just Wikipedia. I hope you've actually learned something. And again, I'd like to thank young Kendall Hawley over here. But if we don't do something soon, if we don't speak out, if we don't see what's going on in the world around us, if we don't listen to the warning signs, you and me, we will have to ask ourselves, will tomorrow come?